For many years now, I have been on a quest to find what some may call the ultimate no recoil setup in Phantom Forces, everyone's favorite Roblox FPS game. However, we have yet to find the one true setup to rule them all. We're looking for speed, damage, efficiency, and most of all, laser pointer accuracy. And yet many of you keep telling me that you have found the one true setup, and many of you fail. But that won't stop me from attempting yet again to find Ultimate Zero, which of course we'll be attempting yet again in today's video, where I'll be picking a handful of your setups, building them, using them, and then telling you which ones I think are truly worthy. And also, as a bonus, later in the video, my girlfriend is going to try and pick out her own no recoil setup, and we're going to judge that just as harshly. All right, dudes, video time. So first things first, we actually have to find the setups that we're going to use. So for that, we're going to go to my comments as per usual, and we're going to just look up, we'll just try setup. Oh boy, AN94, everyone's favorite literal copy paste setup. Okay, great start, boys, great start. Hip fire no recoil setup. Wouldn't that be a way to start out a video? You think you're funny, huh? You think you're funny? We're all laughing, guys. We're all laughing, aren't we? An AUG A2 loadout. That's a weapon that I haven't actually seen in a while. Y'all remember when that thing was meta for the 7.62 conversion like months ago, and then everyone just kind of stopped using it? No recoil setup. HK416. Oh, that's another weapon I haven't used in a while. 223 though. 223. Ew. See, but I know this is late, but I found a real no recoil setup. All right. I will take your word for it. This is apparently a real no recoil setup. I somehow highly doubt that, but we'll see. Because a lot of these here I can tell are just going to be not no recoil. We're just going to look up no recoil in the comments and we'll go from there. AKU-12? Oh my god, I forgot this thing freaking existed. That's really funny actually, because that was one of my first ever Phantom Forces videos that I did that kind of like mimics what I do today with Phantom Forces content. I have a no recoil setup. Zip 22. We're all laughing, right? We're all laughing, guys. I have a multiple number of no recoil setups you can use. Really like watching your videos, and in my opinion, you're the funniest YouTuber ever. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Polaris. That's very kind of you. You know what? You know what? We'll try a Type 20. We'll try a Type 20. I never really give the Type 20 all too much credit, but we may as well give it a try. AK-105? That's another one that I rarely ever see. Rate the no recoil setups. AR UMP-40. You intrigue me at the idea of a UMP that plays like an assault rifle. Steven, I have to say that maybe I have found the close to no recoil setup. You went wrong when you chose the M4A1. You know what? You know what? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, I think we pretty much found all that we're going to find as far as like no recoil setups go. So, let's get into the video. Well, kind of unsurprisingly, because I showed it earlier. The first one that we're going to be starting with is going to be allegedly a no recoil hipfire setup in the Colt SMG. I actually do kind of have a little bit of faith in this. Maybe not too much, but maybe a little bit. All right, let's just do across the room. Let's just see. Okay, I'm noticing something here. From about 10 feet away, it does not have any attributes of something that I'd consider to be the true no recoil setup. I mean, you can just see from right here where all those bullets are going, and it is just everywhere. Why do I feel so slow, dude? Does this setup just make me super slow? Ooh. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Now, just because something isn't no recoil doesn't mean that it's a bad loadout. Can I... Yeah, there's no way I'm cross-mapping that guy. I'm out of ammo. I ran out of ammo. Again, just because something isn't no recoil doesn't mean this is a bad setup. It's not. This is actually really, really cool. I'm not someone who typically likes to hip fire in games like this. Next is one that I rarely see these days, that being the AUG A2. And interestingly enough, with hollow point, I am very interested to see how this actually performs. Not too bad. I can't complain all too much about that. Now, while that doesn't look super ideal, the camera recoil is extremely low for this weapon, which basically makes it feel like a lot more of a laser pointer than it actually really, really is. Oh my god, because of the negative torso multiplier, we're doing 17 torso damage. Oh my god. Hollow point just does not seem useful on anything other than like SMGs anymore, dude. It really just doesn't. That was kind of cool. That was a very sweaty maneuver. My bad. What are you doing down there? That's a very weird corner to be sitting in. Oh, I just cross-mapped with it. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's not bad though. This is a very good weapon. But then again, most of the AUGs are pretty much just zero recoil anyway, so that's cool. Another one that I have yet to even think about in a super long time is going to have to be the HK416, and a very weirdly built one at that. Now, it just kind of looks interesting. I'm not a big Pylad 3 sight user, but let's see what we got in terms of recoil. Oh, you fail me again, my good sir. Now again, just because something is not no recoil, does that mean that it's a bad setup? No, not necessarily. However, I'm very mixed on this one here, because there's a lot of like everywhere kind of recoil, even with 223, which usually is supposed to help if you have tiny little baby wrists that can't compensate for recoil at all. I mean, like, sure, I'm going to be able to get a couple of kills with this. Like, there's no question about that. If somebody would just stand still, maybe, but no one is standing still. Everyone's just dying. Every time I look at someone, they just die. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to get some crazy range performance out of this one. I see a little man right there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just a silly guy trying to use his no recoil setups. I don't know about this one, Chief. Now, before we get into the next setup here, I just want to say, if you're enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing. It's free, and there's tons of other Phantom Forces content on my channel that you can watch. Also, consider leaving a like. I know people are probably sick of hearing that kind of thing, but it does help the video a ton. All right, cool. Let's get into the next setup. Now, of course, naturally, we also are going to have an LMG setup at some point, and for some pretty ridiculously high damage, the RPK-74 is something that I feel like is super slept on. Will this setup be slept on, though? I have not seen a folding grip in a while. Ooh. All right, let's get a good look at this. Not too bad. That's not too bad. I saw you. Where did you go? There you are. You know, I gotta be honest. I really thought this was gonna be absolutely horrendous. I will need some more time to adjust to this. If I don't get sniped by a level 25 with an M107. Oh my god, bro. There's way too many over there. Why is there so many of you over there? This is... Why is everyone in my building right now? This is a pretty good RPK-74. I just feel like I'm going to very much struggle using this just because no one is standing still for me. Which, of course, makes sense in a FPS game. One of the first ever Phantom Forces videos that I did was actually on the AKU-12. Now, this is a weapon that I used to be a huge fan of for a short period of time. This was actually my favorite gun in the game. But these days, you don't really see stuff like this being used anymore, if for no other reason than power creep. The AKU-12 is something that I think still holds up very well, seemingly. I don't quite remember my old setup that I used to use on this, and I don't really know what would be the best. However, this is still a very solid way to use this weapon. And if I could ever find somebody... Ooh! Nice little 19 damage cross-map kill right there. I know a lot of people get mad whenever I try to cross-map with a carbine, and they're like, ugh, why are you doing that? The carbine's not meant to be used. Cross-map. Bro, if I'm trying to find the no recoil setup, it doesn't matter the range. It's always going to be good, right? That's the theme here. And yeah, it's kind of proven to be actually really good. Telling you, bro, a lot of these like more slept on kinds of weapons, they just need some love. That's all. They just need some love, and they are going to be absolutely like hard carries for you. Bro, look at this thing. This is ridiculous. This is awesome. This is actually awesome. If you've never used the AKU-12 before, give it a try. It's only level 35. I think all you guys are going to have it. A weapon I don't normally like all too much is going to have to be the Type 20. Not really a reason that I don't like this weapon all too much. Just I don't know. I like the Scarl a bit more personally. And we'll never know why I don't like this, because the game has ended. Okay. Nope, you've already lost me. You've already lost me. I'm always skeptical whenever I see long barrel on weapons, because long barrel never seems to help with recoil. But no, you've lost me here. I knew it. I knew it all along. That is not no recoil, bro. That just isn't. It might be a little bit hard to tell because the Kawasaku sight really masks recoil well. Ooh, just because something isn't no recoil doesn't mean it's a good setup, but that's what this video's on, so I'm definitely getting very lucky here. I'm definitely getting very lucky here. It's not too bad. I mean, it's okay. But if you want to use it like this, go ahead. Onto the AK-105, a willfully, like, I guess, misused weapon, question mark, underused weapon. I don't know if a skeleton grip is necessarily going to get us to the point where we want to with recoil, but I'll give it a try because why not? I'm going to say no. Now, is it decent? Yeah, it's not horrendous, right? Dude, I don't know. We've had our fair share of like good setups this video, but they're just not quite what I'm looking for. It's not quite the laser pointer that I'm hoping for, but it is still a really good AK-105. Now, what you could have done is one of these. Now, that's a laser pointer. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's a laser pointer. AK-105 bars barrel. Kind of goated. I'm really interested here because this guy says I could build it like this, and it's an AR, I guess. Now, I would imagine for an AR that you'd put a long barrel on this, but he wants muzzle booster, so we'll do that. And I forgot to put a sight on this. He said use any sight, so we'll use a micro dot SRS, probably the least used red dot in Phantom Forces. Oh no. Oh no. Now, I haven't realized it yet at this point in the recording, but I actually chose the incorrect ammo type. It was supposed to be 40 Smith & Wesson, and I chose 45 Super, so bear with me for the next couple of seconds here. Now again, is it bad? No, it is not. We have so many, like, actually decent setups here. However, that recoil is kind of rough. That's just, I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's kind of rough. That has so much. It's like I'm thrashing the weapon side to side like this. Oh my god, they're teleporting. They're teleporting. Why does 40 Smith & Wesson do so much damage? Oh wait, that's the wrong ammo type. Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong ammo type. That's why. Gotta use 40 Smith & Wesson. Oh my god. Why is the fire rate so high? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. This is a ridiculous way to use the UMP. That's so cool, dude. That is so freaking cool. That recoil just climbs. That just absolutely climbs. And like, yes, you can pull down to compensate a little bit, but it still has a decent amount of side-to-side recoil there. However, with that said, this is a ridiculous UMP. Like, this is stupidly fun. I'm going to use this UMP. It still just lasers so well. Oh, dude. Like, just for the fun factor alone, this might be my favorite setup of the video so far. I've never seen a UMP with 800 fire rate. Speaking of ARs, though, we have a very weird M4A1 loadout here. Now, I'm not expecting much of this. Let me be clear about that. Specifically because of the Halbeck device. Now, the M4A1 is a fantastic starting weapon. If you like AR-15 to M4 type weapons, you're not going to be disappointed with this necessarily, but there are better alternatives of the same weapon style, so I'm not expecting much here. It's just a Halbeck device. It's just a Halbeck device on an M4. You can see right here, it's just a Halbeck on an M4A1. You can see it does have quite a bit of side-to-side recoil. Like, yeah, you can just see that right. Please don't. Okay. I mean, it's much like the others. It's like, okay. I personally would basically never use the Halbeck device unless it's on something that's meant to be used with it. Like, say, I don't know, the freaking AK-12BR. This is a weapon that utilizes Halbeck device very, very well. But on something like this, not particularly. I don't know how all those shots just missed. But of course, next up, we have the girlfriend setup. I am a little bit terrified. All right, well, she has provided me with quite the M3A1 loadout here. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit surprised. Now, they did recently change the M3A1 recoil. I haven't really used it enough to know whether I'm gonna like it all too much or not. Something I didn't think about. Let me just... Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I think we found the winner for the video here. I think we really just have. Okay. It all makes sense now. This is so cool. This is, okay. I'm not normally somebody who likes the M3A1 in Phantom Forces all too much, but this works super, super well. The thing that I typically do not like about the M3A1 is the fact that it has ridiculous drop-off. And it only gets worse the farther out you are. However, that does not really change the fact that this thing very, very much is a laser pointer. I'm really torn here. I mean, this is definitely the lowest recoil one of the video, but like that UMP was just so much fun. However, this is a no recoil video. And while we have not found absolute zero, I've definitely found a winner for this video here so far. This is really, 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 really cool. Well, dudes, you have survived. You have made it to the end of the video. And with that, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and please consider liking the video. It helps out the channel a ton. What also helps too is becoming a channel member, just like these wonderful people up on screen. Of course, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, it helps to support me making videos like this as often as I do. And you can do that with the link in the description below. But if you can't, that's okay. Feel free to check out my Phantom Forces playlist up on screen with hundreds of other Phantom Forces videos to watch. Have a good day, dudes. Peace.